Good morning, everybody. Thanks for coming my presentations. Let me first start introducing myself. My name is Nguyễn Thúy Vi. I'm from Faculty of Financial Banking. Today, I'm very glad to be here and talk about the topic inflections. Well, do you know why the current price of goods is twice as much as that 1 year ago? Living a big city can be exciting for most people, but with a limited income, we will have many difficulties in our daily life because of the cost of living is increasing rapidly due to inflation. Inflation is a worrisome economic problem. The annual inflation rate reports could show how the national economy is happening, the management efficiency of the government as well. However, not everybody can understand clearly about inflation. Therefore, I hope that the financial news in the form below will be useful for you. Inflation is a very wide and complex problem. Because of limited time, news will talk about only two aspects of inflation: the background information about inflation, as well as the current inflation condition in Vietnam. Well, I won't let you wait any longer. Let's watch it right now. Hello, welcome to CNN Economics News, May 21st, 2011. This week, we are going to talk about inflections. First, I will give you the definitions. Inflation is a rise in the general level of price of goods and services in an economy over a period of time. It could be understood the fall of a market value money within a particular economic system. For example, tuna fish that was $1 6 months ago is now $2. A small amount added to that tuna fish causes a lot of problems for the poor because they cannot afford that added cost. We never seem to become much better off. The most popular measures of inflation is Consumer Price Index, CPI. Other widely used measures for calculating inflation rates include Production Price Indices, PPI, GDP deflator, Commodity Price Indices, so on. Many economists experts have argued about this issue. However, there has been two main causes lead to inflation conditions. The first cause is demand pull inflation. This term is explained that it's a rise of demands. When an increase in demand of one goods or services lead to an increase in the price of it, and continue pull an increase in other price of goods and services. Demand pull is originated from expanded monetary policies and the government's expenditures. When the national budget is a deficit, the monetary authorities allow the money supply to increase at a faster rate than the growth in the national income. The monetary policy suggests borrowing people money by purchasing many kinds of bonds, cutting interest rates. This would be reduce the CPI and encourage people to save. However, there would be an increase in demand for money and hence cost aggregate demand AD rise. The second cause is cost pull inflections. The cost of firms could be understood includes wages, price of input materials, tax, insurance costs, machines, so on. Wages are one of the biggest costs of firms. Therefore, if wages increase, this is likely to cause inflections. When the price of one or some of these factors increase, total production costs could be surely increased. Because of answering their profits, companies have to increase in price. The social general level of price also increased. For example, the OPEC increased the price of oil in the 1970s. All transport prices were increased. This greatly impacted on the cost of the firms because oil is an irreplaceable fuel. After the worst economic crisis happened, all nations have issued financial policy timely in order to recover economy. Therefore, the increasing GDP growth rate is such a good sign. However, in a booming economy, inflation begins to rise. Vietnam is not exceptional in an inflationary spiral. According to the General Statistics Office, the CPI for March was up to 2.7% over February and nearly 15% over March 2011, the highest growth in a year. Rising inflation has become a key policy concern for governments around Asia, but consumer prices in Vietnam have risen faster than in neighboring countries. How has this condition impacted on Vietnamese standards of living? Let me take you some interviews. Well, expensive in party, vacations, getting, going out with my friends must be restricted as much as possible. For those who are students live far from home like me, cooking together is a best solution to save and have a better meal. Moreover, student fees is a noticeable expenses. Well, but we cannot do anything excepting the real current.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Could you tell me about your living in the current impression?
Absolutely. Well, what a really high price. They go up every day, you know. Gas price rise, electricity price rise, as well as meat, fish, vegetable, other things. 10,000 dong instead of 5,000 dong for this vegetable. My meal is fuller than that of several months ago. That's the reason why I have to try to get up early to make breakfast for my family. I myself don't dare to go shopping or spa like before, especially my husband. He had to cut down expensive on catering with his friends. Actually, on April 30 occasions, we just stay at home, celebrate a small party, and of course, no luxurious restaurants, no traveling. Actually, we are getting poor. It's clear that inflation in our country has been fluctuating strongly. The value of money is getting less valuable. Not only Vietnamese, but also the governments and the authorities are struggling in controlling inflation the most effectively. It's an evident fact that we could not omit inflations. We are just able to control inflations. The government of Vietnam announced many measures to deal with the difficulties of the national economy, such as the flexible monetary and exchange rate policies. They have also made the right move in restraining the credit growth. Those businesses complained that it was a harsh policy. Thanks to the tightened monetary policy, consumer prices are signing to be more satisfactory. Vietnam's economy could grow 6.3% in 2011, down 0.5% year on year, but its inflation maybe just 9.5% only, was Bank said in its latest report. However, we can say that the policy on cutting public expenses has been only half successful. Investment projects have been cut, but this not has created any change in the economic structure. Inflections continue becoming a major challenge in short term for our country and regional countries. The government's effort to curb inflation are encouraging. Thus, it's completely believable that our standard of living in the near future is much better improvement. Okay, that's everything I want to say about inflation through a clip you watched. Before I start, let me cover the key idea again. The first one is the background information. The second one is the current inflation condition in Vietnam. They are not too much, however. This knowledge brings you who are particularly studying economics, overview of inflation, as well as how Vietnam economy is happening. And again, I want to say the most sincere thank to you for your watching. Thank you.